What's up, everyone? I know I've been a little behind when it comes to posting videos, but within the past month and a half, I broke this finger and I've been trying to heal that. I guess you could say I'm back. But in the meantime, I need to do something that I have been putting off and procrastinating on for far too long, and something this bike very much needs, which is some basic maintenance. To start off with, the coolant. That has been in there since 2001, and I bought this little doohickey to actually see how bad the coolant is in there. That shouldn't be too hard. I bought some nice engine cold stuff over there to throw in it, and if I get time, I should be able to do the oil, which it's only ever had one oil change. That's from when the first time I actually bought it back in 2018, 2019, I don't remember. But this thing, since I rode it, put oil in for the first time, I have officially hit, how many miles? I bought it at 1,200, I am now at 6,200 miles, 63. So yes, it is very behind on maintenance, so that's what I'm gonna be trying to tackle right now. First things first, I need to move it out of this tiny spot that it's in, maybe somewhere over there. So first things first, I need to try and find a way to prop this thing up, because I don't have an actual good motorcycle stand. If not, I have another option. Yeah. Well, I found a metal stand. I had put some cloth on it because I don't want to quite scratch the paint, so we'll see if that works. First things first. Looks like a small Phillips head. That looks small enough. Come on. Come on. Let's put that little screw back so I don't lose it. Perfect. Alright, so I don't quite know how to use one of these things. Oh, here we go. Antifreeze. What was that? Coolant tester. Antifreeze tester. Is there a difference? Whatever. We'll look at both sides, see what it says. Give it a squeeze. I don't know if I'm doing this right. All I know is it just stays up there. Don't know if that's good or not. Still gonna replace it. Still 20 years old. Let's try and drain the fluid. I know there's an oil pan out here somewhere. Oh, what's up, guy? Hello, dude. Are you alive? Oh, and by the way, here's my setup for how I'm doing this. I'm recording with a dead battery, so I'm using this to charge it. And I left my stand all the way down at my house down there, and I don't feel like getting it. So, Scotch tape and one of the extra stands I have down here it is. So, I guess we're gonna continue with the video. Alright, so for what I know, the clutch cover has to come off first. Oh god, it felt like it was about to snap. I got it. Oh my god, those are in there. They have not been removed in fucking years. Now for the scary one. Oh god. Okay. Okay, there's our out. Just knot up. There we go. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna try and clean this up even a little bit. Okay. Here's the pump. what we're after is that nut right there on top. So that looks like a 10, so we'll get to that. Oh. Shows I've never done this before. I can just leave that there, right? Oh, yep, there we go. Leaking everywhere again. Oh god, I'm so smart. I hope the bottom of this isn't leaking. Okay, I'm gonna try and clean some of this up real quick. Alright, so we have switched to the other side of the bike after that fiasco. Looks nice and clean already. Took a lot of paper towels. Alright, so we have 2 more drain plugs to get. And they're both still 10, thank God. So if I'm right here, here's the exhaust. The last 2, one is right here, that little guy right there, and the other one is right on the other side. There's the drain, there's the oil filter, the last one, a little bit trickier to see. Ooh, it's hard to see. There it is right there. Still just gonna use an extension that's broken, my 10, and I'll try and get those off. Alright, so change of tools. I have to use something with a swivel, otherwise it's very hard to reach this. The extension I'm using, this little guy, is a bit too long. Too lazy to find anything a bit shorter, so I'm using a swivel instead. Alright, so let's try and take it off. Trying to reach it from all kinds of angles, having a bit of difficulty. Turns out, if you go right around the frame here and reach in through this little spot, it gives you pretty good area to get it. Now we're just doing this a couple times till it comes out. Oh god, please don't do it again. Much better. I'm gonna clean all that up and then try and get the next one. Alright, so it seems like point of entry is gonna be about the same kind of deal. Right where the front is, frame, you can see the nut from right here. So still using the same tool, and just keep pulling out until it comes loose. Let's just hope that got it. This is not what I was expecting when it comes to... Yep, we got it. Alright, it's loose. Thank God. That's all I wanted. Oh, it ain't moving anymore with the tool, so... Just a little bit of splish that time. Not nearly as bad as the first one. So, hopefully my mistake will help y'all's learning experience of what not to do. So, just like the others, I'm gonna clean this up and totally use a new bolt. Just like they said. Here's the new one, and we're just gonna seat that right back in there. Oh, that's impossible to reach. Oh, just find a thread. I don't even care if it's cross-threaded. Oh man, I'm gonna kill myself. You won't believe it, but I actually found the thread. Time to use the last of my towels, clean everything up, bolt everything on, dump some of that stuff in it because it's coolant. Coolant's coolant, right? Sure, why not? Nut is on, torque to spec. Savoring this little bad boy up in there. That one's nice and on there, torque to spec. Okay, and up. Good 3 oofs, and it's on there tight. Let's call that spec. Next, I filled this thing up. I found the least dirty filter I could find, and hopefully the easy part. Oh. Alright, it's sounding a bit full, so top the rest of it off. It's completely full, but we need to refill the pump. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this cap on real quick, and then run it for about 20 seconds. Oh, I need to get my key. Found my keys. What we do now is the pump still has little bits of pockets of air in it. We're gonna run the bike. It actually turned on, and after sitting for 2 months, I'm happy about that. No leaks. Gonna take the cap off. Look at that, nice and full. So next time I ride this, I'm gonna make sure to check coolant right after. Make sure it hasn't gone back down. Next, we gotta put the clutch plate back on. Clutch plate? That ain't no clutch plate. That's the, what is the clutch plate? Let's give some light. Alright, so right here, there's this little pin. Make sure that pin is in there. Otherwise, this will not work for you. This whole clutch thing, yeah, that's not gonna work. Make sure your little pins are on there. There's no way you can mess up which direction this goes on. What I would do, which is what I'm gonna do, is seat this little guy in here. Otherwise, you will have a very difficult time trying to actually get that needle in here. So I would try and get that pin in here first. Try and get this pin into that little hole there. That's what we're trying to aim for. First things first, make sure that little pin is in there. There we go. Next, we just try and feed it in carefully. And then hope we got that right. There's two that are the same size, one that isn't. This bigger one on top, just enough to get some threads. Bigger one on the left side, and the smaller bolt on the bottom. So we're just gonna loosely tighten all this down for now. It's pretty snug. Ooh, that does test out the clutch. Well, that certainly isn't right. That's supposed to retract back and it's not, so time to take it off, see what happened. Alright, so what I did, I don't think I had the spring on the right way. There's a little spring here that keeps it tensioned. I think I had that off, I don't know. I took it off, looked at it, put it back on, made sure everything was straight, bolted it back on. Right now I'm just kind of doing some adjusting and making sure the clutch is right. So for now, the clutch definitely works again. So I'm gonna do some little bit of clutch adjustment. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that's the whole coolant process. Next, I'm gonna do the oil. It's much more simple. That's gonna be more story time, I guess. Like the video and let me know if this was actually helpful. Anything else you'd like me to work on. Let me know if you'd like me to do a step-by-step on removing the carburetor. Some things that I had to kind of figure out on my own. I honestly just kind of bought this bike at 1,200 miles. It was just sitting in someone's barn literally and just sat there. So I'll tell the whole story on that next time, but for now, stay grim everyone.